Hi, today I want us to model this part using Onshape. It's a little bit advanced. These are the dimensions we are going to use, and these are the configurations we are going to make. Okay, you can take a screenshot for this. Yeah. Okay, let's now begin. I'm going to start designing on front plane, and I will first for draw this circular, this 70 mm at 15, then design from top plane, this model, then use intersect. Therefore, let me rename this, call it part 1. You go to front plane, sketch, no more. I need a circle of dimension 70, and I want to offset by 7, like that, as per this image. 70, yeah, we have to offset outside. 70 is inside. Therefore, you can let me delete this instead, and dimension the inner one to be 70. Then I need the line, this line to be tangent to the outer circle, like that. Another center line here for construction. Basically, let's have a complete line from this point, like that. Make it horizontal, and we need this angle to be, we need this to be 15. Therefore, this to be 15, like that. Then I need to have a line here that is vertical. Then we can't be able, for now I can be able to define this length, but I want to use, to make my model intelligent. You can see from this center to this center, this circle, can see this one for the 70, but from the top view, this for the 15. The center for this and the center for this, they are coincident. You can see that, meaning I can use this 15 for now. From this side, can have a 15 to present this circle like this. Let me draw that circle like that, 15. But this one is for construction. Then I need now to define, I need this 7 from end, from this circle. This one is for 15, a 7. You can see the 7 here. Therefore, I need to dimension from this point to this point here to be 7. Then a center point from this point to this point to be 100. That's one way you can be able to define, to make your model intelligent, such that in case this diameter changes, this one updates automatically. Therefore, in Onshape doesn't care if you don't trim. You can always extrude the way it is. I'm going to extrude up to 70. Therefore, let me extrude up to 70. I want to extrude this contour and this contour. I want to use symmetric, and I want to use 70 for now, like that. Let me activate my sketch. You can press P to hide your sketches, to hide your planes. Sorry. This is the front. This is a front view from this one. We have now modeled this side half, the top half. We can always mirror to get the bottom half. Let's now go to the top plane. There's this 70, and there's this one 15. Yeah, let's model this very fast. Go to top, sketch, no more. Yeah, I need an arc first. this arc to be tangent to this. Okay, then we need, let me go normal again. I need a circle to be on coincident to this line, and this one to be coincident like that. Then I need a line from this point to this point to this point to this point, and this line to be tangent, this one to be tangent like that. Remember this circle we created here, and we said this circle is for 15, they're supposed to be equal with that one. I want to select this one and this, and select them to be equal. Since it can't constrain two curves, since they are on a different plane, I can always go back to the first sketch and do some tricks here. I can put a point like that. This point is on this construction circle. If I go back to my sketch, or can restore, if I edit now, you can say this point, see this point and this circle to be coincident like that. Let's now go to normal. Then the center point, you see the center point here, this point and this point to be coincident. It becomes fully defined without dimensioning. If you can be able to make your model intelligent, always do that. Now I want to extrude this sketch on both sides symmetric. Let me go symmetric for now. You have to use new. I want to use new. You have two of them like that. I can use Boolean. I can intersect these two bodies like that. Can hide my sketch. Okay, that's the front one. This is the top view. If I go back to the image, you can see this cutout here that is 7 mm away from the edge, and there's a draft. There's this draft of 7 degrees draft. Let's now do that. There are two ways you can put that cutout, this 7. One is I can use simplest one, that is a shell. I can use shell. Just put 7 here. It is a shell, just like that. Okay. Another way I can do that is a bit complex, but let me illustrate for the purpose of learning. I can always offset these two surface. I want to offset by 7 opposite like that. You have the surface now. On the top plane, I can put another plane that is quite high, a little bit offset, maybe there. And I want to sketch onto this plane. Let me first of all hide the surface, and I want to offset this line opposite this circle, this one here. Okay, let me repeat this line opposite this one. Doesn't, okay, since it doesn't offset, we can offset one by one. This one here by 7, this one here by 7, and this circle here by 7. And I can trim if I want to trim. Then I can put another line, just a random line. Select this point to be coincident, this line to be coincident, this one and this line to be coincident. Then we can trim. I'm using a shortcuts that you can get them here. If you go to this one here, there's a keyboard shortcut. Now I want to activate my sketch. I want to extrude this. Let me hide the first part here. I want to remove up to part. I'm using, if you use up to face and select this face, If you select this face and to merge by part 1, let me activate. You see what happens? It makes a cutout here because I'm using this face. Therefore, if let me hide this one. If you select this face, let's see what happens. Doesn't cut. The shortcut to this, just select up to part and select surface. Remember, surface can be a part like that. Then, okay. Then you can always delete. Can always delete to a part and you can hide the plane. We get the same results using the shell and using the extrude. Okay. Then we need now to draft our model by 7. Go to draft here, draft. I want to use a neutral plane to be, I can always use the top plane to be my neutral plane. Entities to draft. I want to draft this face and this face by 7. You can always go top to see. Okay. Then I want to draft again. Draft. This time around, because I'm going to select these lines. Let me use a parting line. Pull direction. Use top plane. But for the parting edges, this edge, this edge, this edge. Okay, like that. You see what happens? This becomes thinner. But if you go back to the image, you can see it's supposed to be 7. Meaning, this means what? It means that the draft was supposed to come before the shell. Therefore, you have to now interchange these two. That's how you fix, by interchanging these two. Therefore, let me interchange. In fact, I was supposed to draft before the shell. You can always drag wherever you want. Now for the parting line, this one is okay. This for the second one is okay. This one can go back. That's fine. Now you have fixed the issue. You can see this one now, it is uniform. You have to understand how these features operate. That's the top. Next, we need a fillet. We need a fillet of 3 mm. A fillet of 3 mm. Let me now use fillet 3 mm. Select this. I like using surfaces instead of using an edge. I can always do like that. Okay, that's fine. Then I want to mirror the body using the part mirror, this mirror, using this face and add merge. Let me use the appearance. Let me use this appearance. Then I want to use a fillet of 3 onto this edge. Yeah, now becomes, yeah, that's fine. I think we have modeled our first image. If you want to change this to purple and clean, you can always do that. You can select this face. You can also go to create selection and select an edge fillets, or you can select whatever you need, tangent, connected. That selects everything. Or you can select one by one. You don't need to press Control. Or oops, you can always select one by one without pressing the Control. I won't select everything. Let's go to the edit appearance, add appearance to 5 faces, and select the one you need. You can still do the same here. You can select these faces and do the same. Now let's go to the second image. We need now to configure the diameter, the length, and this angle. This 15. It is supposed to be 15, 10 to. Let's not do that. Before I do that, I like using variables to make my work easier. Let me go to variable. The first variable I need is, I can use a large hole diameter. I can call it large hole diameter. We need to be, go back to be here. It's supposed to be 70. Yes, this is supposed to be 70. That's fine. Next is distance between centers. That is 100. That's fine. Last three is slope angle. Can select an angle option and use 15. For you not to use these ones, they have to be on top here, like that. Then I can go back to sketch 1. I can edit, can go normal. I want now to assign this to a variable. This 70, that is 70. Same case to this 15. That is, I like using variables so much. 15. This to be 100. Make it to be 100, like that. Such that if I change, for example, if I change this one here to be 150, it will update automatically. See what happens if I change. Let me go back to 100 for now. Now we need not form this table, yeah, BCD and default. You go to the configuration panel. I want to use list. I want to list. We have default, we have B, we have C and D as per the question. Then I want to configure this value, and this value. Just select like that. Then we have to write what is available on your table: 60, 50, 40, 125, 150, 175, 10, 7, 5, like that. Just like that. You can see where they are. We have default, we have a B. It will just change as per dimensions. You can see that it has become longer. We have C, like that, it becomes longer and shorter. And last three, D. Yeah, I can see the last image is similar to this. This is 40, 175. The inner circle must be 40. This must be 40. That can see the radius here is 20. Thank you. Stay tuned for part 2. I'll be creating this type of videos that are more advanced to sharpen your skills. Thank you for your time.